and welcome to my YouTube channel on Hireable Coder, and this challenge is about conversion of a temperature from one scale to another, like conversion of temperature from Celsius scale to Fahrenheit scale. So what we are going to do is we are going to give the program an input of a temperature in, say, Celsius or Fahrenheit, and the program should be able to convert the temperature in another scale. Now, as you can understand, this is a very basic program and it's only meant for school or college students who are just starting to program. But in case you are more experienced programmer and still seeing this video, I sincerely appreciate it, and please share your feedback to make this even better. So coming back, we are going to convert the temperature using the popular formula that we all learned in our school, which is C by 5 equal to F minus 32 by 9. Now, before I go ahead and show you the code in Java and JavaScript and even run the code, let me tell you one thing. You might be wondering, why do we at all need to write a program? We can actually make the calculation using a calculator or even using hand. So the reason for which we are writing this kind of simple program, not only this, but also all other programs in my YouTube channel in the simple program section, is that the basic purpose of programming is to do automation. So in real life, we might be required to actually calculate hundreds and hundreds of such temperatures by reading the input from some file. So that cannot be done using a calculator or manually, right? So that is why we will write a program where this is part of the program, and then there will be other parts of the program which will read inputs from file, or maybe it will accept inputs from some external source, and it will then feed to this subprogram which will do the calculation. So this program might actually fit in the overall scheme of things of an automated temperature conversion, where we can actually, where we are required to convert hundreds and hundreds of temperature every hour. So with that said, let's see how the Java code looks like. So I tried to keep it simple. We are accepting two command line arguments, like one is the current temperature system, which can be either C or F, and the other is the temperature in that system. So with the two inputs, I'm actually able to determine whether the current system is C or F, and based on that I'm converting the temperature to the other system. I think the code is self-explanatory, but even to start with, please copy the code and try to run the code, and then you will get a hang of it. A couple of other things, like I did not want to elaborate and add a lot of validations. The simple validation that I added is, if apart from C or F some other scale is provided, which is a non-existent scale, which this program is unable to handle, then at least there is a else statement. But in real life, in order to actually run this program in real life, we also need to add some other validations. Like, for example, we need to check whether the first and the second input, which is the current temperature system and the current temperature, have been provided, and whether those inputs, whether the second input specifically, like the current temperature, is an integer or is a numeric input. So I have not added those validations here, but you can see another video of mine where I added the validations. I did not add the validation here just to keep it concise, to help you understand the crux of the program. So that's it, the Java side. And the JavaScript program again look very similar. See, there are three if blocks: if, and then else, if, and else. If the temperature, current temperature is in Celsius, then the F is if the current temperature is in Fahrenheit, and the final else block is if instead of C or F you have given something like A or Z or something like that. And again, here also we are actually expecting the command line inputs, which is the current temperature system and the current temperature. I have not added a host of validation, but in the real life we need to actually add a few more validations, and the reason for which I did not add the host of validations is just to keep it small so that you understand the main point. Okay, so now we will go and see a quick demo of these programs. So now we will first compile the Java program and then run it. and in order to compile it, we'll compile it using javac, and then so the program has been compiled. Now we will run it using, so maybe we want to convert 50 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit. So we give this kind of input. It has converted 50 degrees Celsius to 122 degrees Fahrenheit. And maybe if we want to convert from 100 degrees Fahrenheit to Celsius, then the Celsius is 37.7 approximately. Now say for example we give some chunk inputs. So of course I have not handled all the validation. So if I give this kind of input, it will say invalid scale, which is here. So that's about the Java program. Now we will go and run the JavaScript program, and again it looks very similar. Structurally it is very similar, and so JavaScript does not need to be compiled, so we can just run the program. Oh, I did not provide anything, so now let me convert 100 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit, that's approximately 212 degrees Fahrenheit, and then let me convert 100 degrees Fahrenheit to Celsius, that's approximately 37.7. So if you are still struggling to compile and run Java and JavaScript programs, I have one video where I have described how you can set up your laptop to install Visual Studio Code and then run Java and JavaScript. Please refer to that video. So thank you for your patient listening. I hope it was useful. You got the essence of it, and you have also understood why we are writing such simple program, because we could have done it using a calculator. It's not that we really need to write a program to do such a conversion, but it's more important that we understand the structure of the program, because in real life we might be required to convert thousands and thousands of such temperature conversions, which cannot be done manually, or which even cannot be done using a calculator. So that's why we need to learn to write programs. And if you like my video, I would sincerely request you to go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and also like the video, because that would motivate me. And please also refer to my blog, where from you can actually copy the code and run it for the first time. Thank you.